It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I'm a little bit late on this one and I apologize, but I wasn't feeling all that great this week. And, you know, it's like I recently had the vid and I got better over the weekend, but then it was like this long term, at least I guess it's not long term because it's kind of going away now. But by 1 p.m., I was like, just like ready to sleep. I was completely drained every day, coughing, stuff like that, even though it's kind of past. So we're getting there. We're almost back to where I feel like I need to be. And I saw my man Harry Mack drop something called My Process. So I wanted to dive into this because I've been loving the music videos. Hopefully you guys have as well. And let's see what he's up to with this one.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm hooked to the beat immediately. That old school feel.
My process, man. Show you how I do things. For me, it's all about consistency, man. I show up day after day.
Facts.
Every day, no breaks, man. Regardless if I feel inspired, regardless of any of that shit, we can make something happen.
If sometimes the simplest flow is all that's needed, something clearly comprehensible so y'all can repeat it. And other times, complexity is the recipe. Extraterrestrial messages of effortless reverie. It depends. How do I know which one? When do I choose rain as opposed to the sun? Well, it has less to do with intellectual thought and more to do with intuition. An electrical shot that hits like branch lightning over deserts at night. Just walk the type of shift, tectonic pressure ignites, which in turn gets you high like the resin you like and lifts you into the clouds like some pheasants in flight. See, it's the type of thing that can't be properly exposed. Intellectual writing, sentence structure of prose, the way in which potent poetry is properly composed. Only the universe knows how the truest verse flows. My process.
Woo! Okay, yo, Harry cooking. I'm gonna be real with you. These music videos have been on point. The simplest flows. Like I like how he's going back and forth between, do I go simple? Do I go complex? How do you know when to choose between this or that? And, you know, in reality, it's more to do with intuition, just trying to really feel out the moment and understand what it's going to take in that moment.
An electrical shot that hits like branch lightning over deserts at night. Just walk the type of shift, tectonic pressure ignites.
I like that, the shift, that tectonic pressure ignites, being the tectonic plates, earthquakes, stuff like that, which is extremely interesting to me. I'm a geek when it comes to the earth and space and the universe, and just the way that things work amongst nature is just so interesting to me. I can't even lie to you.
Which in turn gets you high like the resin you like and lifts you into the clouds like some pheasants in flight. See, it's the type of thing that can't be properly exposed. Intellectual writing, sentence structure of prose, the way in which potent poetry is properly composed. Only the universe knows how the truest verse flows. My process. Let me show you how I do it. Yeah, let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. It's my process. Let me show you how I do it. Let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. It's my dedicated time with no interruptions. Just me and this pen I'm clutching. I'm steady taking my time, I'm not rushing. The rhythm of the pen tap, chicken scratch percussion.
This beat is blowing my mind. Like that little sample in the background, at least I think that's what it is. It's like, like that adds so much to this beat.
Taking my time, I'm not rushing. The rhythm of the pen tap, chicken scratch percussion. Face scrunching, not from number crunching, rather from the vocab puzzle piece construction. Sometimes I add on, other times it's reduction. It's fully necessary to make the flow function. Ideas jumping from my subconscious onto the page, they so pure and honest. No nonsense to muddy up the process, direct from the source, so that quality is lossless. Follow me, I got this. Always free from the pompous, egotistical energy. Set it free while I'm on with the moment. And now that my spirit is clear, I just watch in amazement while the lyrics appear.
This man is different.
Let me show you how I do it. Yeah, let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. It's my process. Let me show you how I do it. Let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. It's my process. For overthinking, just begin. At least then you're no longer thinking about when, because the answer is so clearly right now.
I like that. I like that. You know, like I have a friend that was talking about doing YouTube at some point, and this was back when I was just starting to get any kind of traction on YouTube in like 2019, 2020. And he was talking about wanting to do it. Here we are in 2024. I don't think he's uploaded a single video yet. And that's the problem. I think that there's a lot of people that just overthink everything when it comes to like anything that's outside of the box of what they're comfortable with. And you overthink it to the point where you just end up never doing it. And I promise you, if you have anything that you want to try, and anything, whether it's YouTube, otherwise, I'm nervous about being on camera, just do it. I promise you, just do it. Because when I started to do YouTube, it wasn't like there wasn't people with good cameras and shit like that. There was really high quality videos. And if you watch some of my early videos on my main channel, Duane TV, it's like I had, like, first of all, we repainted the room. So it looks decent now. But this shit was like smoke destroyed. Like, it was like the walls were nasty. They weren't like a nice white. They were a nasty white. I didn't have shit properly set up behind me or anything like that. I had nappy hair. I don't even think I combed it in a lot of my videos in the beginning. The camera was horrible quality. Like, I felt awkward. I was awkward. I still am awkward in life, but like, I've found more comfort in doing it and more like calmness in doing it. Whereas in the beginning, I was just kind of so excited that I all this amped up energy, which I still have. I just find different ways of utilizing it instead of like being over the top on the camera. But I just did it. And looking back at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cringe. Oh, it's hard to watch. But those videos were getting views and people enjoyed it because it was raw. It was real. It was what it was. So sometimes you just have to just do it, right? And you'll find your way as you do it. You can't worry too much about it. You really, really can't.
And similarly, you ain't gotta think about how, because the methodology no longer abstract. To grandiose ideas, you won't attach that. Instead, you'll just organically find the necessary process for this moment in time. So
Facts.
open your mind to, taking your mind out the equation. You can finally find something amazing. Can't create when thoughts, they starting to swarm. I use my brain for practice, but not to perform. Cause if I'm in the booth, must be light as the feather. If I have the thought, what could make this better? Nah, already good as it could possibly be. I only hinder the process if I ain't lost in the beat. This is my process.
I like that. That's real.
Let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. This my process. Let me show you how I do it. Let me go and get to it. Ideas flowing like fluid. Break it down smooth, ain't no way to misconstrue it. This my process.
This my process. Oh, I like this. Yo, what he said at the end there was some real shit. So what's crazy is this is something that's actually happened to me, more so in the tail end of me doing what I'm doing. Or I wouldn't say tail end. Hopefully I'm still in the beginning of doing YouTube. I want to do this for a long time. I like YouTube. But like in the beginning, I did think about stuff like, was this good enough? Was this right? And I had to kind of just put that aside. And it's like he said, you can't be thinking about stuff like that. You want to be as light as a feather. You want to just do it, and organically you'll find your way. And then after the fact, you can always like reevaluate things and look at like things that you can maybe change and stuff like that. But in the moment, just run with it. Just do it. Just do what you feel and just let it take care of itself. And I feel like in the beginning, I had a much easier time of doing that. And for some reason, all this time later, and I think part of it is like I've allowed myself to, at least what I feel, miss opportunities, right? Like I had way more attention on my main channel. At one point, I was at like 20, 30,000 subscribers, getting 10 to 20,000 views per video, easy. Like I was able to react to almost anything, I feel like. Now, don't get me wrong. There was the lockdown era where everybody's views were up. There was different things. Like I feel like I started to grow on YouTube at the perfect time where things just kind of snowballed in a beautiful way. So I have to thank that as well. But at the same time, like, I feel like just the rawness of it is what kept people engaging with me and stuff. And as time has went on, I've kind of taken on a more structured approach. And it bothers me. Like, I'm trying now to I'm just being myself. If I mess up something, I mess it up. If I say something a little weird, off, whatever, like it is what it is. Like people are going to either like it or not. And I just roll with it. Now, I don't have nearly the energy that I was using in the beginning. I'm still excited to do YouTube, but it's not the same as like when you first get that first 5, 10K subscribers and the shit is growing quick. Like where I sat down and I couldn't kept still. Like I was so excited about it. And you kind of grow used to it. And I feel like that is almost a curse. It's a gift and a curse because the comfort comes with it. But then you also, you lose that hypeness around it, right? But as I've grown, I start to think everything through way too much. Like I do an intro and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't say this properly. Oh, this word didn't come out the way that I feel like I should have said it. So let me start it over and do it again. And once I started to go down that path, it actually started to make YouTube not fun for me. Like it started to ruin the enjoyment that I got out of doing music reactions and different videos and different stuff like that. And so I've tried very hard to just say, fuck it. Like, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? Like it is what it is. If I mess up, I mess up. Like if it's horrible mess up, then, you know, I can go in and I can edit it. It's not the biggest deal, but I would let that snowball effect and snowball. And the next thing I know, I'd feel like I'm messing up everything. And then I'm sitting here for an hour just trying to get an intro together for a fucking 8-minute video. And it's like, just Duane, chill, bro, chill. So this song hits home for me. This definitely hits home for me. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you want to do in life, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't mean it's going to be successful, but it also doesn't mean it's going to fail. And it does not have to be perfect for either of those things to be true. So appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.